Ooh, child. I feel so rusty. I haven't filmed in a couple of weeks and I just be stuttering, child. Whew. But let's get it done. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hey, it's been a little bit of time since the last time I filmed a video. I figured what greater way to come back to filming than a fragrance haul. Yay! Now some of these fragrances, if you've been following me over on my shorts or on other platforms, you may have already seen sneak peeks of, but some of these fragrances I have gotten in, y'all ain't seen, y'all ain't heard nothing about. And of course, as per usual, because of who I am as a person, there's something we ain't smelled before, because we love cute chaos here on this channel. That said, if you are interested in a bit of, I guess, a spring fragrance haul, make sure that you are subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell, boo, so you don't miss when I upload another video. After subscribing, turning the post notification bell on and setting it to all so you don't miss when I post a little deal or when I post the next upload. Make sure you give this video a big fat thumbs up and hype it up as well, because it's free and it goes such a long way to help support the channel and help us to grow. Last but most certainly not least, never ever forget, if you are interested in trying or buying any of the fragrances that we discussed in today's fragrance haul, to make sure to shop via any available links, discounted links or discount codes down below in the description box, because it really helps support the channel, and you know you're gonna buy it anyway. You probably just got your taxes back too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Whew. I just feel so rusty, child. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Before we jump into the fragrance haul, I do want to share my scent of the day. I actually started off with this first Snif program sample from the new launch from Brown Sugar Babes latest collection, their friendship collection if I'm not mistaken. This is Perfection, which is allegedly inspired by Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute, which if you remember was a love at first sniff and a top fragrance for me for fall, and as you can see in the winter as well. It's a bit cooler today, so I decided to reach for this. It is a perfectly sweet fig, not too green but not candy sweet, but it is very rich and warm from some amber, and that green freshness from that Perfect DNA is still there. It's just a bit more refined, a bit more grown, more smooth to my nose. And that fig is caramelized if I'm not mistaken. So it is very rich and sweet, as I said, but perfectly sweet, not too sweet and not at all cloying. This has lasted really well and gets compliments. So again, today's scent of the day was a combo of the new release from Brown Sugar Babe, Perfection, in conjunction with Marc Jacobs Perfect Absolute. This first one I actually tested out in store, but I decided to order online because at the time of me filming this video, it was the Nordstrom sale, so I got a little 15% off, and I had some Nordstrom notes, so I actually got the 50 ml of the new release from Armani. This is Power of You. All of the girlies have been talking about this fragrance. This is a passion fruit fragrance, so there is a tartness to it, a little sour, tangy fruitiness, but the passion fruit to me is perfectly ripe, juicy, sweet. It is creamy and sweet from some vanilla as well. And one spray on the back of my hand, one spray lasted all freaking day through washing my hand multiple times. So after, you know, consulting the group chat as well as it being on sale, and yet again in line with some other fragrances that we'll discuss in just a second, great price point in my opinion, I went ahead and checked out down to the Nordstrom. Okay, so that is on its way to me. Really excited to spend time with that this spring, and perfectly sweet, feminine, classy, and not going to be for everybody because, you know, passion fruit has a tartness to it, so it might register as sour to some people, so it may not work even with the creamy sweetness from that vanilla. This also has some frangipani in it, so it's tropical but not sunscreeny. I feel like it's not coconutty. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we often just kind of put summer fragrances in like a very specific box, and this kind of strays away from that, which I really enjoy. Well, it might be a little much for summer, but definitely great for spring. Just know it's on the way, and if you've added this one to your collection, sound off in the comments. Regardless, definitely full bottle worthy, and like I said, already on its way to me is Armani's Power of You. Now this next one is another new launch coming from a house that I have yet to really find something I love or enjoy. But not only did I hear some of my mutuals discussing this one, specifically De Santa Maria and AI the Great. Now, De Santa Maria enjoyed another fragrance from this line that has a similar note in common that I did not. But AI the Great also enjoys this new launch that contains that similar note. So that, in conjunction with the backstory, pushed me over the edge and made me go ahead and blind buy this one. So this one is also on the way. This one I have not smelled yet. This is the new Ellis Brooklyn launch, Isla Serena. Very sorry for mispronouncing that because I'm almost certain I did. Now this one is another, fresh tropical fragrance. This one has banana, papaya, and some floral, some coconut water. And y'all already know, if you're looking at the notes of this fragrance, this is not necessarily in my wheelhouse. But like I said, my mutuals as well as the backstory of this fragrance got me. Apparently this fragrance might, well, depending on your perspective, is inspired by the founder's divorce, which could, be a negative ending to some or a positive new beginning to others. And so for that, as well as the banana fragrance expert herself, AI the Great, giving this a stamp of approval, I had to go ahead and get this. So I ain't smelled it yet, but if you have, sound off in the comments. Regardless, Isla Serena from Ellis Brooklyn is on its way to me. Now, this first one I actually blind bought because I had a coupon, not to mention it was flying off of the shelves. Fortunately, when I did my online pickup in store order, they had an entire display set up, so before I went over to the lady to pick up my things, I was able to smell this one and instantly decided that it was worth the investment. I picked up the new release from Balmain. This is Destin, and I picked up the 50 ml because y'all sold out the 1 ounce at the time of me checking out, and it was, listen, I was nervous. I was hearing so many great things about this, and the notes really intrigued me, but also gave me a little bit of pause because strawberry's been very trendy and, a little tired and late as of usual. So, there was some hesitancy there, but I'm really glad I went ahead and checked out what I did, so that way I wouldn't have to chase it down. I'm sure it's back in stock by now, but oh, so freaking good. The strawberry is perfectly tart and sweet, juicy, but not a synthetic candy or even girly, in my opinion, strawberry. It's a very refined, perfumey strawberry. There's also some peony in this, and that peony is very pronounced to my nose. Almost gives like a very pronounced rose, very pink, pretty rose. It's a little powderiness to this fragrance as well. And what makes this really last and stick to my skin, my clothes all freaking day, might I add, and get compliments, project, okay? It's some Akigala wood, some patchouli. There's something really classic about this DNA. It is a familiar DNA for sure. So if you are a fan of, fruit patchouli or fruit chuli, as they say, DNA, similar to, the OG or even some of the newer Mistiors, as well as like a Barania from Hermes, as well as like a Mon Paris from YSL. Think along those lines. Very timeless, easy, signature go-to classic, flirty, feminine DNA. It's also very addictive. And I already mentioned how this lasts. This has already been getting compliments. You see, I didn't spray this on a tester strip because it's very strong. There's an airiness to it, but it is very present. And like I said, this lasts, okay? And this projects. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one, which I highly doubt you haven't at this point based on how popular this has gotten really lately. This is definitely signature scent worthy as far as I'm concerned, and a love at first sniff. Highly recommend getting your nose on the new release from Balmain. This is Destin. Let's get into one that's still kind of fresh, and if I'm being transparent with you all, I've kind of been going back and forth about even showcasing this, just because once this launch was announced, it really revealed the controversy surrounding the collaborator with this particular fragrance. This is Snif's in collaboration with Michaela Nogueira, Only Sunshine. And if you are not familiar, which I highly doubt this based on how successful and popular Michaela is, at least over down to the TikToks. She is a very popular beauty influencer, content creator. As I stated, I almost didn't talk to you all about this fragrance because the launch of this really revealed to me, like, I'm not oblivious. Like, I knew that there was some controversy with Michaela, but I guess I didn't realize the scale at which this controversy impacted the beauty community. But as you know, a Black woman in America who never in reality gets to say, you know, I don't do politics, I'm going to leave the Michaela controversy to the community to which it belongs. Okay, this again is Only Sunshine. This is not new or innovative, frankly. I've only really worn it once. It's a perfect, you know, summery fragrance, tropical, but not sunscreeny. It smells like a day on the beach, drinking drinks with umbrellas in it. Very fruity, juicy, happy, salty even about it. I also smell some really creamy white florals. It's musky. It's cute. It's not anything we haven't seen before, but is cute for spring and summer. I'll make sure I have a link and discount code for those interested down below in the description box. But another new addition to the collection is this new one in collaboration with Michaela Nogueira from Snif, Only Sunshine. Next up, unexpectedly, I got an email from this brand who I actually was on a call with via the team at Twisted Lily some time ago, but the brand actually reached out directly and sent me this beautiful package. This is from Lease. They sent me a couple of discovery sets. Two of these I actually already have, which is how I became familiar with the scent that they actually wound up sending me a full-size bottle of. This is Shoo Shoo. My lights are too bright, but this again is a fragrance that I have smelled before, sampled a couple of times, and it's actually perfect timing. So shout out to the team at Lease. Oh, come on, dust bag. Here is the packaging. Very clean girl, minimalistic, perfect for a vanity. Also very secure. But here's the bottle. Here's a close-up. Again, this is Shoo Shoo from Lease. And I've smelled the scent before, but this will be my first spray from this bottle, and actually might wear this to bed tonight. If you are, first spray, not familiar with Shoo Shoo, it is a perfect sheer citrusy vanilla gourmand. It is fluffy and sweet, cozy, comforting, and also zesty, bright, happy. I'm sure there are some florals and probably some type of woodiness, muskiness in it to like balance it out, because it's so smooth and so well blended to my nose. And it is Women's History Month. This is a women-owned and founded brand. For those who are interested, I'll make sure I have links and information down below. But if you just want to smell pretty and cozy and want to smell sweet but still like refined and elevated, chic, highly recommend getting your nose on this one. Love this one. Shout out again to the team at Lease. So another new addition, Shoo. This next one is another new launch sent to me from the brand. This is the new release from Clean. This is from the classic line. This is their new release, Sugarcoated. And yes, as you can see, this is in the plastic. So let's go ahead and smell this one together. Now this one, respectfully, once I saw the notes of this like on social media, I said they could keep this, but since it showed up at the doorstep, let's go on and see about it, shall we? Here is the bottle. Typical clean packaging. My lights are too bright, but the pink is definitely matching the backdrop. But who cares about that? Let's smell it. Actually, just based off of Clean's reputation, I'm going to put that straight on skin. That's not what I was expecting. It almost smells like spun sugar, but like woody. Maybe a little like toasty even. That's interesting. Definitely sugary, sweet, maybe even a little spicy even. Let me see something. I don't know if my mind is playing tricks on me or not. Okay, yeah, it's definitely giving candy, sugary, sweet, but also, you know, light, fresh, airy, clean, as the name of the brand always suggests. I'm getting like maybe like a coconut, but like not a creamy coconut. It's maybe more of a dry or a toasty coconut. It is sugary, sweet, candy type sugar, like a candy coated, sugar coated. Sign up in the comments if this is one that you've picked up or tried out recently. I'm definitely interested in seeing about it. It's giving like maybe like a cotton candy-ness to it. It's very fluffy, but it's also very present, at least for spray. Sound off again if you've tried this one. So I'll be spending time with this one for sure. So shout out to the team at Clean for sending over their new release, Sugarcoated. Now this last one, if you follow me over on TikTok or if you've seen my recent shorts, you know that I picked up, and I also mentioned it in a recent weekly roundup, which of course if you haven't seen that, that's probably going to go up after this. But regardless, I did recently pick up Pure Musc Blanc for her from Narciso Rodriguez down to the Macy's. This was inspired by Demetria over on TikTok, and went to the counter, and initially, before we get into the fragrance, hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta complain and fuss a little bit, just a little bit. So if you don't want to see that and you only want to hear about the fragrance, go ahead and skip ahead. I won't take it personally, but I just need to get this off my chest. So I went to Macy's. I got there pretty much as soon as they opened, and I go to the counter. They have the Narciso display, and all of the fragrances are up there, but this new one, Pure Musc Blanc, was not a display, a tester. And I see the box in the display, and once I come across the sales associate, I'll leave some context out just for For the sake of being gracious, I'll leave some context out, but essentially this sales associate was pretty dismissive and was gaslighting me essentially and debating me that this Pure Musk Blanc was just a repackaging of the original Pure Musk from this line. I then reiterate to this sales associate that these are two different fragrances, and they go under the counter to pull out a tester bottle of actual Pure Musk Blanc. Very different from Pure Musk. I also spray them on the back of my hand to confirm, and at this time that same sales associate said, go ahead and test it, blew me off, and went over to help someone else. I'm almost 90% convinced that this sales associate didn't think I was going to buy it, and I was already turned off because I knew more than you anyway, and I was trying to be nice about it. But that's neither here nor there. Regardless, another associate comes up and they asked me if I needed any help, and I say, no, not really. I'm just testing out the new launch, and told them that the other sales associate was trying to convince me that they were the same. This newer sales associate said, no, they're completely different. I said, you're absolutely right. Go ahead and ring me up. So here we are. Don't play in my face, because somebody else will get your sale. I already have this on a tester from another video I just filmed before this. This is bright, fresh, clean, sparkly aldehydes. You have to be into clean laundry linen scents. It is very much dryer sheet-esque, but smoother because of some very beautifully well done, smooth, creamy, sweet white florals, some vanilla. And of course, this is Narciso Rodriguez. That musk is there. And this is an eau de parfum intense, so there is some potency and some presence to this. But still, overall, a clean, easy reach, soft, pretty fragrance. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one. At the time of me filming, you can get this on sale at a couple of places that I'll have linked down below in the description box. I have been wearing this practically every night since I got it. Definitely sound off in the comments if you tried this one so far. They didn't have the other size options when I went to the store, so this is the Big Daddy, which may have been a little overboard, but that sales associate shouldn't have played with me. Regardless, no regrets overall about adding the new Narciso Rodriguez Pure Musk Blanc for her to the collection. Well, folks, hopefully you all enjoyed hearing about some of the newer fragrances and newer launches that I have recently picked up. Make sure you sound off in the comments and let me know what you've added to your collection recently, especially as we're transitioning to spring and warmer weather. Let me know what y'all have been interested in and what you've been getting your nose on. I know I need to get my nose on that new Amouage, but I'm a little bit scared because the reviews have been so polarizing. But let me know your thoughts about that and any other of the new launches or any of the new launches that we discussed today. And of course, if you are interested in trying or buying any of the fragrances that we discussed today, make sure you shop via any available links, discounted links, or discount codes down below in the description box, because it really helps me out. After commenting on this video and on your way to watching another video of mine, make sure that you like, hype, share, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Please, please, please be safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Comfortable in my skin, cozy with who I am. Comfortable in my skin, cozy, cozy. Comfortable in my skin, beat up above your sins. I love myself, I am cozy, cozy.